Hey YouTube, I'm Rick Smith, and welcome to the Lego Masters post show number 7. Real quick before we get into it, let's go ahead and read everybody up in the chat. We got Winterberger, Brickafett, Stud Studios, Carl's Vic, Bama Bricks, Hope Castle, Chris, what's going on with you? Brick Trains. Hey Joey, didn't miss it. TJ, Dude Jude, to get everybody. Mitch Bricks, Brick Studios, and Carl's Vic. Did I get everybody? Okay. First off, hey Kelly, welcome. First off, never have I ever had two teams I was rooting for go home back to back.
My thoughts exactly.
Considering we're only on episode 6 or 7, I mean, are you just talking about in your career of watching these types of shows?
Yeah, no, never. I've never had I like this guy. Oh, he went home. Oh, I like this person. Oh, they went home right behind him. Never happened to me. Don't understand it. Can't fathom it. Hey Heather, how you doing? I cannot stand the fact that my new best friends, Flynn and Richard, went home. That makes me sad.
I was hoping for the Bros to go.
Now, who are you speaking of when you say that now?
The other two that were in the bottom two.
Okay, Christian and Aaron. Yeah.
And you know what? I'm really not rooting for Tyler and Amy now. Oh, we've got another kid on the way.
No, this is the first kid. Oh, stop. It's over.
Oh, you need that money, that trip. I'm like, she's like, the baby's gonna be expensive. You knew that before you got pregnant.
Yeah, I think that. Hey, Joey, look, it's Brick Trains. Did you watch the show?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'm actually home tonight.
What was your first thoughts on it? Give me your first opinions.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Reed. Their build was amazing.
Yeah, I thought their build was really good too. I was sad to see them go, the Richard and them.
Yeah,
their build is incredible. I just don't like the squeaky clean family image. That's me.
Here's the thing about those two. From everything I can tell, through internet stalking, that's who they are. Those two. They were, yeah. I'm okay with it.
I don't like WWE wrestling now. They went all family friendly. We got to do things for the kids. Give me my blood and guts wrestling. Why do people always got to text me when I'm on streams? I tell people that I'm doing things at these certain times. That's not going to bother me.
Kelly, every couple is that cheesy. We are absolutely full on that cheesy. So, all right. So, big. What did you guys think of the build?
For one, I think all the builds were great.
Yeah,
all of them. I was hard pressed to pick one that I didn't like.
Yeah,
I thought they were all really good builds.
What's going on?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say, hey, watch yourself, Kevin. I didn't say nothing bad about that.
No, Kevin, you're mistaking me. I'm not saying that he's not a nice guy. I'm saying if the show has characters and you're supposed to pick those characters.
Yeah.
That's how these kind of shows work. So their character is not for me.
Yeah, but them coming out and talking about being pregnant was probably planned for many, many weeks, probably.
But I assume, my assumption is that they didn't plan it for the.
Well, yeah, they didn't plan it for the show.
They did. The producers planned it for them to tell, but All right, what was your favorite build of the night?
Honestly, I liked Ragsies and hat makers with the trash can.
All right,
I agree.
Yeah, okay. I like their candy cane elephant. I thought that was great.
Okay,
Candy cane elephant was probably the best character.
So what we're saying is all encompassing. Again, the wrong team won.
No. I
No,
think the whole build, Colin Naming, I think, had the best build overall, I think. But as far as the best character, I think the elephant was the best character.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and disagree with that, but just because I want to. It's a toss-up between the carrot and the crab.
The carrot was pretty sweet too.
I
Yeah.
really want to build one of those and just leave it in the room here.
I was thinking the same thing.
No,
I was like, I want to buy a carrot monster.
I thought the carrot was absolutely great, considering that was the second half of the challenge. You know,
Yeah.
for them to not start with that.
I know, but they did give them 5 hours to do it, and any one of the 5 of us could produce something very similar in that same amount of time, in my personal opinion. I've watched all of you build. I know what I'm talking about.
I'm not building a carrot in 5 hours. I guarantee it.
If I got some instructions in front of me, I can absolutely do it. Or if somebody says, "Here, I've built this little portion, mimic this a bunch of times," I can do that.
Okay, so we got a Joey. Is that Joey Maniac for brick sighting? We got Howie in the chat. Kevin said something. Devin, the mushy romantic bit is not a normal Blaze horror wrestling GTA.
You got it.
Yeah, Jay's got what he likes and what he don't like, and then
I know what I like.
fix the two shall meet.
People are like, "Oh my God, you should watch The Notebook. It's a great movie." I'm like, "No, I bet it's not."
I'm not watching that.
Did y'all notice the micro Legor that was in the Bros?
Hold on. I'm going to give myself the big screen because this is what I do. I took a picture on my phone and texted it to my wife, and here is that picture.
Nice.
So they even put the nipples on there.
Yeah, they did. I'm very happy about that, which makes me, it seems like maybe there's a friendly rivalry. Just saying.
Well, them two groups were going back and forth
Yeah.
up until Iceberg and then went home. So I think there's a lot of respect there.
I think you're correct. I tell you though, again, I'm still upset that Flynn and I like romantic, but it was too cringy. They build very well regardless. Yes, they do, Kelly. Absolutely. And I'm gonna put that up there because she likes romance, but those two are cringy. They are a bit cringy, but I think that might be the producers pushing them to cringe. But that's just a guess. What
There we go.
what was the one build or one part of the build, someone's build that you're just like, this is garbage. Why'd you do that?
I can't really pick out anything, if I'm being honest.
So we're there. Are we there?
I would say
For me, like I couldn't see anything.
a huge parking lot that they had in the middle of their build.
Okay. Now Jason has an opinion about that parking lot.
Yeah, when they brought the camera down, they showed it in from that front view. You couldn't really see all that. You saw all the things popping out like they were, in 3D. You could only see that gray when you were looking down from the top straight on it.
Mm.
It's still an open space, though.
It is wide open. Would a Rainbow Road have changed it? Would it gold? Or would it? If they changed that color into some other thing, do they have to put elements there, or could they just change the color to make it better?
If they maybe had carried on the book theme, the theme of the book or something, that might have helped.
Yeah.
It could have used one more little character or something in there.
Okay. Big gray road, empty mountain.
Yeah, Empty Mountain Bill. There you go.
I wrote a bunch. Oh, okay. The book they used. Does anybody know or have they heard the car? We saw the car. Okay, the car they built 6 months ago. That made it to the internet. That she drove in on. That made it to Instagram. I remember seeing it. Do you guys remember seeing it or not?
I don't remember saying it. No.
You don't.
No.
I don't remember seeing it.
Really? DJ, can I get a? Thank you, brother. Hey, so what were we talking about? You something that aggravated you just a minute ago, right before we started up. I think it was their the big gray road that.
Well, yeah, that I was like, I felt like they were
Oh yeah,
like even that detrimental. I don't think because everything else was incredible.
Also, you were complaining about the nitpicking for against Aaron and Christian.
Yeah. Like I thought that they built exactly what the kids said. So why is that? They're like, you're taking it too literal. I'm like, no, you said build what the kids said, and that's what they did.
Yeah, I do think there was a lot of nitpicking there. It seems like the Brickmasters, their opinion. I get it; their opinion matters, but it
Like
it
I'm not
within
rooting for. I wasn't rooting for that team, but I felt that they were being picked on unfairly.
Right.
Yeah, right.
But I think what we're at now, and here's the thing with the house was too messy. Hope Castle says, but here's the thing about that: they're being too picky. But we say they're being too picky, but those two gentlemen have missed the mark on several builds because of, my opinion, arrogance or an inflated ego or something else. And I'll tell it to their face. I don't care. I ain't talking crap about them. You know what I'm saying? But what do you think that may have played a part in it? Now Boone and Crankshaft got yeah, I'm still doing it. I don't care. They got dropped down there because of they were nitpicked.
Yeah, they didn't like their gray. Yeah, they picked on them a little bit too.
And I believe they said that Flynn and Richards was too rudimentary, or
yeah, they did. Yeah.
So
I guess this point in the competition, though, I mean, they're all great builds. It's kind of, I mean, it's all
It's hard to pick a loser. That's the.
It is. It's going to start getting that way. The worst one is going to be tough to root out. I think at this point, it's going to be.
So can we finally say that Sam and Jessica are now officially impressing us and deserve to be here and make a good team?
I would say so.
I think they've overcome the hurdles. Yes.
Yeah.
I think at first it was odd and they had to get it together, but like the learning curve with the new partner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what is the division of work there? Who's is one of them doing more of the work than the other?
I feel like it might be almost an equal thing at this point.
It definitely seems as a team they've come together.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, bone of contention.
Sam and Jessica are contenders after tonight. I think I would agree.
Yeah, I could see that.
Who was it? B4C that said they're going to be the ones that come back and win it all.
I think so.
So yeah.
Let's discuss this real quick, and I'm really I want to know if this is a producer thing or if the kids are doing it on the show here. I don't mean the little kids. I mean the grown-ups. Tyler and Amy's talking about a rat, how they were built to their spurs.
That's the first thing I said when I was like, "Oh, they were making a rat," because they showed on the show. They showed Jessica and Samuel's rat first.
My concern is that it wasn't. It was produced to look like that. So it would make better television. There you go, B4C. I see you. I love you. There you go.
Yeah, there's a pretty good chance that they just took dialogue from multiple conversations that didn't happen at the same time and make it look like there was some kind of controversy or whatever.
Yeah.
Did y'all notice that they made a point to emphasize the fact that everybody's given the same story, so you might have some people that are trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think that's something they should do.
Yeah.
They should do a challenge where, like, here you all get the same parts. Now build us something.
Right.
Right.
Get that.
Yeah. We kind of did that, Julian, at Bama, didn't we? We were all given those 2 sets to build. Remember
Oh
that?
yeah, I got in on that. Yeah. I was like, what is he talking about?
I've gone crazy, right?
Yeah, that would be. I think maybe they should have like. For me, I think these big, huge builds are great, but like, I don't even like the race car things from last week. But I firmly believe, show me what you can do in 30 minutes on a small scale.
Sure. Yeah.
Stop showing me these epically large builds. Yes, I want to see those, but let's get you a head start. Let's do a twofer.
It would be kind of cool if they did it like a lot of the cooking shows where they did a small build and then that gave them some sort of advantage for the big build.
I am absolutely tired of the twist too every time.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta build the first thing, and then you ruin everyone's builds. But
Right. Yeah, I agree.
I'm trying to keep up with the chat, you guys.
but again, I don't watch reality shows, and I understand this is probably the stuff they do all the time.
You got Maniac for Bricks agreeing with you there, Jason.
Exactly. Yeah, the twists are getting old.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind so much a twist if they didn't just spring it on them in the last 5 minutes. Like, oh, you're done, you guys. Great job. I mean, I don't know if they're building. I figure if they got an 8-hour build, it's in one singular day. My assumption is 5 minutes, and then they pop it off, and then the next day they go. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't like the twist when they did the Mega City.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Everybody's build like it was, and
Who was your favorite horse? And I mean that literally.
Of course.
What? Man, you said
I
something?
think I like Mark and Boone with the streamers.
I mean, I think Tyler and Amy. I mean, I've picked them for a while. I just
No, not who's going to win the show, but your actual favorite horse tonight.
oh, the horse.
The
Yeah,
actual.
that's what I'm
horse.
saying. I liked Mark and Boone's because of the streamers.
Nice.
I liked the horse with the red jumpsuit. Was that all I could think is ponytail guy? His
Yeah.
name.
Sam and
Sam, yeah, Sam and Jessica, yeah.
I
TJ?
actually like the Bros because theirs actually stood up and looked like it was doing gymnastics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like theirs as well. It was the one thing I liked out of their build the most. Other than that, I thought their build was a bit messy, but I did like the horse. That stood out.
Yeah, they had a lot of good articulation in their horse. It was nice. Yeah.
My favorite again was this one with a very close second for Aaron and Christian. I tell you what, Aaron, not the all-encompassing builds for Aaron and Christian, but parts of their builds have been some of my favorite things. The dragon from the romance thing, that dragon was whatever. But Tyler has a style, man. He has a specific style of build that I just can't put my hands around. What? That's
true.
I didn't even think about that one.
That
Good
is
job,
true.
Chris. True words. Oh man.
Holy crap, that's nice.
Let's see. I noticed that Flynn was having a lot of trouble with that chicken. What do you think blocked him? I mean, he said he couldn't figure out how to put legs on it, but I mean, could you guys have put a chicken together? A chicken book?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have started. I don't know. It's easy to say, yeah, you could do that, but you start trying to build that, and I just could never do the time thing. That would be my. I'd get a chicken, but it'd be a week because I'd pick it apart and take it apart and do it again. I'm my own worst critic.
Right on.
And where do they find these kids too? Because when I was a kid, I would have been like, "Oh, it's a devil, and he's got tank treads and a nunchucks and a sword, and he's
One of them little kids said he's dark. Remember the one that said that looked like grandma? Flynn and Richard one looked like grandma.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The reason I say that is because I actually have, my wife has up somewhere, when I was real young, I drew it. We still have the picture of Mecha Satan. I drew the devil with tank treads and a sword and nunchuck, and he's like cybernetic.
And that one went on the refrigerator, didn't it?
Completely terrible artwork because I can't draw, but she laughed. She's like, what is Mecha Satan? I was like, I drew it when I was a kid. I don't know.
Wow. So, Brian,
Yeah, I'm building out of Lego.
yeah. I feel like there's less to talk about the more we get into the shows, simply for the fact that there's less people, there's less builds, and there's nothing really to critique anymore. You know,
Was I the only person that didn't know who that celebrity was that they brought on?
no,
I didn't know who she was.
No,
Nope.
no, my mom didn't have any idea either.
I recognized her, and once they said, "Oh, she's a comedian," I'm like, "Oh, I think I have seen her do stand up a couple of times," but I have no idea what that show she was on.
Hey, new challenge: build Mecha Satan.
That's what I said. One day I will build it.
Well, now we're making Chris made it a build challenge.
Oh, so now everybody
Gotta
built
get it out there, folks. Heather Jones, who is more knowledgeable than any of the rest of us, has no idea who she is.
That's a lot of credit for my wife now.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I wonder why they had a gap where they didn't have any celebrity people coming.
Yeah,
I guess because Iceberg was carrying it.
there's no doubt that he was carrying it. Yeah.
I mean, just as sure as the world, Iceberg and BS go home and boom,
Maybe that's why there's not as much to talk about now.
there you go. Look there,
They
Chris.
were carrying it.
Chris had to Google the guest. I didn't Google nobody, but
I'd be willing to bet that
Well,
they had some of the people that were on there who she was before she came out.
oh, I like how they put her out in the car, and I was like, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, look at there, and it's like, are they looking at the car or the celebrity?
Yeah, that's my self-quarantined area.
There you go. Do we think that they? Okay, here you go. Here's a big one. Here's a question. Is Legoland New York going to be open on July 4th?
That was my question.
I bet it's not.
Also, at this point, if this was recorded and it was recorded in late November, early December, so they just found out she was pregnant. You don't usually find out you're pregnant till about a month or a month and a half. So she'll be 8 or 9 months pregnant on July 4th.
Oh yeah, that would be a miserable time for her.
Tyler and Amy, if you guys are busy, I'll just take those tickets off your hands.
Hey, Julian, I did notice exactly what you said again happened this episode. They pointed out a building technique that somebody was using, but didn't say the name of the team using it. But if it's Tyler and Amy using that technique, they say Tyler and Amy's technique they're using is blah, blah, blah. But the other teams are not given their names. You were correct. I saw it happen.
Okay, very cool. Also, Kelly says we don't announce before 12 weeks, folks. And she's right. We didn't either. Oh, right on, Heather. Me, Heather, and Joey and Brittany, we're going to New York, folks.
There it is.
Right,
It's write it down. So I do mocks and stuff, but I had never heard of sods before. I mean, snots and a lot of things, but did they just make that new one up, or am I out of the loop?
I have never heard of it either.
I would have called that snot anyway. Stud not on top. Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah. Oh, I got it.
Hoosier
Right.
invented it.
There you go.
This is where I got this sign from. Hoosier must have invented it.
Well-
By the way,
Well, they didn't give him credit on the show.
shameless plug. What do you got over there?
Well, that's it. You got one behind you.
Oh yeah. Signs for days around here.
There is, but I still would call that snot. Snot. The stud's not on top.
That's just gonna be up there now. That's just it fell over. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh yeah, look here. Also on the you're welcome sign. Right there. Boom.
it's everywhere.
I use it all the time. Maybe I invented it.
Write it down. Rick Smith invented it.
Right. What does that say?
You tell me what it says.
It's yeah. I looked at Brittany and I was like, "What?" He's saying snot, right? And she's like, "No." He's saying sod. I was like, "What in the hell?"
Yeah.
I've never actually officially heard of that. Is that a Ninjago term?
He's trying to come up
No.
with his own
Yeah.
terminology.
I'm actually building Brickmaster Jamie's modular right now, the Parisian. And he seems cool, but I don't like the build. Oh, there you go. Good job, Stud.
Snot.
That's a taker picker.
Taker maker.
Yeah, I think they did mention snot early on, but whatever. What are you gonna do? Ah, jeez, Louise. Damn it, ladies. What are we gonna do here? That's all right. I'm still ready for season 2. You guys ready?
Yeah, the teams I wanted to win, they lost, so we can just go ahead and end this season now. I don't care who wins. Let's go ahead and start season 2.
It's over, right?
Yep.
Hoosier, we just were talking about how you invented a new technique called what is it? SOT?
Sod, wasn't it?
SOT?
Bye, Hoosier.
I don't know.
Stuff
Thanks, Hoosier.
not on Hoosier something. I don't know.
Yeah, Hoosier on the side. I don't know.
So yes, Studs on the side. Yeah,
Hoosier on the side. What?
there you go. Woo!
I'm gonna say something interesting. All right, well, no, we're just gonna never mind. Moving on. What do we got? Blaze, boo hits for Blaze. Booed him.
Why me?
Because I think he's rooting for Boone and Crankshaft.
Well, yeah, Boone and Mark are now my second choice since
Yeah.
Iceberg and BX are gone.
Well, you see, Iceberg and BX were my number 1. Then Flynn and Richard were my number 2. I'm not naming anybody's name. I don't want to see him go home.
And that's
I'm
only
rooting for
because,
Christian and Aaron.
that's only because my other number, my first number 2, they were kicked off like second week. So
Too much what, Chris?
but salt.
Oh.
And vinegar.
Is that
So
what
what about next week in these team ups?
Oh, I don't see. Here's the thing, Joey. You don't know because you're not here live. I don't watch that. I set up the stream while I send out invites while that's on.
Ah, sorry.
I don't even know about no team ups. Christian and Aaron need to go.
Yeah, they just have kind of punchable faces. They build amazing, but
Punchable faces, everybody.
yeah, I get that phrase from my wife. She's like, he's got a face like I want to punch him.
We got Hope Castle says Tyler and Amy is number 1. Mark and Boone are number 2.
Although I will say, since they work out a lot, I'm not going to punch him.
Bender says they should have gone in the second episode. I am absolutely, completely agreeing on that 100%. When Christian and Aaron failed the smash, I personally feel like they should have gone home right then. What do you guys? Do you guys think they should have gone home or stayed?
Gone home.
Yeah, I think.
I don't even remember that, to be honest with you.
Stop telling me stuff, Heather. Jeez.
Was theirs the one that had no? Was theirs the one that had the open space that didn't blow up?
Theirs were the train tracks. They
Yeah,
didn't blow up.
yeah. Yeah, I thought that one was pretty
I
weak.
thought they built a crappy cloud.
Oh, you talking about that? I looked at Brittany and I said, "What is that?" And then the kid was like,
What is that?
I was like, Lord. I think also no one mentioned the robot minifigs from Heaven on Boone and Marks. What do you guys think about that?
I think it was kind of lazy.
Yeah. I thought it. I didn't think much of it. It seemed like it was stuck in last minute, right?
Sure.
I get it, but it was, but lazy is a good term for it. You're right.
Yeah. I think it would have been better had it been able to been recycled and set off again.
Like a constant flow of people.
There you go.
Like on a conveyor belt, so they're circling around repeatedly.
Yeah. What about the weed monster? And would you have gone in the other direction and made it not family friendly?
Probably. But no, I thought that was great. And then when he's like, "It just looks like a grumpy old man, get off my lawn," I'm like, exactly. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I actually thought that was kind of. I thought it was kind of clever and executed well. I mean, I guess it was not this big moment that they wanted, but
Giant carrot.
Yeah, you know who you're rooting for, but I agree with that too. That carrot was awesome. I need Tyler to teach me some of those techniques that he taught Amy. Because listen, I don't know if you've looked at close enough at the carrot. That's the same ball and joint section by section.
yeah,
And I think honestly that the carrot's built similar as well. I don't think it has any ball joints, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Bros should have went home, and Tricky Brick should have stayed.
Yeah. Good concept with the weed monster, bad execution. I'm not sold. I liked it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Oh yeah, there you go. That would have made it better if it was bigger.
Yeah.
See, I thought, and I will tell Richard Flynn if you don't believe me to their faces, but I thought that their spaceship could have been better. I liked the design, but it was like 8 pieces. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they did get kind of called out for being simplistic, so
Yeah, but they were talking. Yeah,
It was simplistic, but at the same time, it was kind of like a pop-up book.
that is very true. Very
And that's
true.
what they said they were going for.
Yep.
and the Taker Waker, whatever that they said it looked like it came straight out of a storybook. The lady.
Right.
It looked like my grandma.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things they said about them is they should have went bigger with their build as far as with the twist.
Yeah. Wasn't impressed with Boone's and Crankshafts. Waker Taker. The Taker. What is
Stupid children's idea. That's what it
the
is.
thing? Yeah, the word there.
Taker, waker, taker.
The Taker thing.
Wake and bake.
I didn't think it wasn't. You know, I'm just gonna complain about everything tonight, guys. Sorry. Hey, Mike B, welcome, buddy.
Well, you got a point now where you're so far in.
What's up, Mike B?
Look at everything.
I mean, we're gonna have to. It looks like.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, Steve Bender says, I felt the build was kid-friendly. That was their theme, and I like the simplicity. That's what I said. They said it was supposed to be a pop-up book,
Yeah.
and everything to me looked like a pop-up book.
I get that. I agree.
Yeah, and I think if you looked at all these individually and not as a competition, you know, they all would have been great on their own. It's when we start comparing them and picking them to pieces, like,
Yeah.
I get it. It's a competition show.
Well, I mean, we only had so many to look at. Why would we not be picking them apart now?
Right.
Well, and I said before too that like any of these builds that don't show, absolutely any of them would be judged 100% differently if they were at a convention somewhere.
oh,
or
yeah.
You can take as much time as you want to look at it and to see all the details. You know, it's not a quick 5 minute, you get judged and then you move on.
Right.
Yeah.
And it occurred to me the other day, I was thinking about this because, you know, everybody's been coming on the show, like Flynn and Richard and Mel, and everybody said that all the builds were, you know, destroyed. Like Fox, they seen them tearing them down and stuff. Like they should have kept them all built, except for the ones they destroyed out. And they should have toured the country with that. They could have had Lego Masters tour, stopping in malls, showing you everyone's builds.
Yeah. I agree.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think on that. I want to touch on that real quick. I agree with you on that they should have kept them built. However, that's the difference between Fox and Lego. Lego would have kept them built. Fox broke them down because they wanted to buy.
Would Lego have kept them built, or would the AFALs would have kept them built? But I don't know that Lego would have been any better at it either.
I don't know. I think Lego would have went in with the mind that they would have probably kept the winner of every week's.
I'm surprised they're not going to the Lego house. Why ain't going to take a tour there? You know, at least at some point, but obviously not.
What did your wife say?
Who knows?
Right.
Just because you only see it for a few seconds, really. Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, it only took me a few seconds to see Legor in the Aaron and Christian's build. Yeah. I like that. I'm a fan. What?
I mean, that goes to show you that it's like Iceberg was saying, it's like they all became friends, even though that they jaw back and forth on the show. I mean, it's all part of the competition and stuff, but it shows you that they are friends and respect.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he wasn't happy to see him go last week.
Yeah.
So, the real quick, let me grab this big screen. Hoosier Bricks will be starting his stream at 7:00 tomorrow evening, Eastern time. He does the backyard build. Just
At what time?
7 Eastern tomorrow.
Lego still has an online store.
Yeah, they do. Joey, you got any templates? Oh, that's great.
One or two. I even got a few dark templates.
Good job, buddy. Hey, what are you doing wearing that shirt from my state?
Well, I don't know. I didn't plan it. Isn't your state closed? I know mine is.
I don't care. I don't need anything from my state. I don't leave the house.
So, Reed, do you think Brickworld Chicago will be delayed, or is it far enough out that we're safe?
I don't know. I don't know that that's tough. I guess it's just going to have to see, because Chicago's kind of been a hot spot. And I could see the public days being a problem for them.
It's just true. Why did InTalk time out Mike B?
Is InTalk here?
It says Mike B was timed out by InTalk for
dear.
300 seconds.
Did you say something?
I don't think he did. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
It was an accident. So she pulled a Blaze because I did that to Dude.
Didn't your cat do that to Jude? Anyway.
No, it was me because I was moving from one area to the next, and I had it on my phone. I picked up my phone, put something else in my hand, and it touched the chat and timed him out.
All right. So, lack of anything to talk about. What's next week? What are we doing next week? What's on next week's show?
They're taking the teams and putting them together into groups of 4.
Oh, that's dumb.
And then everybody has to work together on a singular build without fighting, and they've already shown some infighting and stuff.
That's dumb.
Yeah, they should have kept them separate with their own team.
Yep. Or here's a better idea: bring the last
split them,
4
then you
eliminated
make like Mark do with Aaron and stuff like that. Split the teams.
Yeah, I'd rather see the teams split just for maybe not an elimination, but
Yeah.
they might do something on their own.
Hey, Haley. Haley's here.
Hey, Haley.
Hi, Haley.
What I would prefer they do is bring back the 4 previous kicked off teams and make them pair off like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Team
like a top tier team and a team that's not there anymore.
Can these teams, these last 4 teams, is it 4? Are we down to 4?
I believe so.
So yeah, 4.
Yeah. These last 4 teams can. What did Haley say? Maybe no. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe
That'd be cool.
They build, and once the fists fly, they all get sent to corners for an hour to cool off.
I think at the. I think I would rather see these teams that are left elevate the already eliminated teams.
Yeah.
But hey, what do I know? It would have cost Lego Masters more money.
Julian, do you want translucent
Oh,
pink?
very yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mhm.
Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
I'll keep that in mind.
If anybody has some trans green bricks that
Get
they
out.
don't need that are laying around, I could use them for something I'm doing. Not near as many as Julian needs.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. What? So they're teaming up. Do we have a theme on the team?
I don't remember seeing a theme. I think it was
Yeah.
more about the team up. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't
Hope Castle says he might have some trans green.
I think he's got a few trans bricks. I don't know.
remember.
Just a couple, 2 or 3. Julian, I'm surprised that Lego hasn't come knocking on your door and asking for some of the pink bricks back. You're like, sir, we can't make any more friends sets because you have all the pink brick.
True story. Lego did not reach out to me, but I made the 6-month average go up, I think, 6 cents per 2x4 brick. I'm not kidding. We have acquired that many, folks. I have
Read like 1x2s and 1x4s if they exist. I haven't even bothered to actually look at what I can get, what's available. I just know that I had an idea to build something in trans green
I might have some 1x2s.
because I was like, oh, I've got a few up here. I got a few, and I was like, I wonder what I want to do with this.
Now, hey, Julian, next week is good versus evil.
that's Jason's.
And then the week after that's the Star Wars.
And then that's it, right? And then the finale.
Yeah, and then the finale. What if they'll have the top 2 teams and bring everybody back and split them into 2 teams? Do a massive build.
That's what I want. I also would like to see them go 3 or 4 days on a build, not a few hours, like days. Like you've got,
Here's your time. You get 3 months.
you got 18.
Everybody comes back, and they all got beards like Boone, including Jessica.
I want to see them do 18 hours over a 3-day. 18 hours today, 18 hours tomorrow, 18 hours.
strange woman in my basement.
Mike B, it was an accident. In talk, would not ever do that on purpose.
Mike B, you just being your normal, cheerful self.
Yes, Joey, it is an official episode because Fox is owned by Disney now.
I can't keep up and name everyone, so hey to everyone.
That's how I do it. There you go. And Doug just doesn't like anybody named Mike. DJ, what are you showing over there? Muted. Are you showing stuff? Oh, Mike and I.
Oh no.
Okay. Oh. So what would your
Ask Brick Trains about keys in his pocket.
Keys in his pocket. What is my wife doing?
What is my
I have to
wife?
go up and check and see if she's drinking again.
What are you doing?
The only
Looking on your
keys
plants.
in my pocket. About half the time I walk down here with keys in my pocket, I set off the alarm on one of the vehicles. So I don't know.
I do that occasionally too. I just thought maybe she was outside the house and you got the keys in your pocket.
Yeah, well, no, she's upstairs. I could hear her walking around, but she wants to know if I'm going to the camper.
Ah,
She's trying to punish me, I guess.
uh-oh.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a hard hitting question. Your partner is anybody in the world, including some of the people that are on the show. You don't have to name your partner, but are you still personally on the show, or did you get kicked off by now?
I was gone in episode 1.
Okay.
No, I was gone in episode 1.
Okay, then I guess I hung on to episode 2. Oh wait, nobody was gone episode 1 because we all got to stay.
Yeah, that's true. I was gone by now, no doubt.
F-bomb on camera, and that was it. And I was
TJ's not going to answer.
put in too many beeps for this guy. We can't keep him on the show very long.
I'm calling bullshit on this one.
Yeah.
If
No.
there's anybody that would have still been on there here, they would have been you.
Yep.
Heather says, I don't think I made the show.
Oh,
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have made this show.
No.
you guys need to have more faith.
Dun, dun, dun. Gotta have faith.
See, because like I sat here and I was like, whilst I was trying out for the show, I says to myself, I says, there's no way I can keep up. I watched a little bit of the Australia. It's like, I can't do any of that. And then I looked and I said, but you know what? I've never had all the bricks to do it.
It's true. I would fold under the pressure. I just couldn't do the time.
Look at Bender. Look at that, Bender. Oh.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. But I don't know.
You can't kick a personality like Bricksmith off the TV. Come on now.
I mean, they got
Reed,
rid
if
of
my partner was better than me and built in anything other than trans, we'd still be alive.
do what?
Reed says, if my partner was better than me and built in anything other than trans, we'd still be alive.
Nick was my partner, says dude.
You all could make the show. Oh, so all together, like some kind of polyamorous group?
One big. A super Peter Griffin.
Oh wow.
Take all of us to equal what's already on there.
Well, I would fold up like a breast lock set.
Yeah, tag team build. There you go.
Yeah, I like that. That's another one they should do. Like they put the chefs
Like the
together. Huh?
Carlsbeck says, like the Borg. We're all of one mind.
Right.
But everybody has to be assimilated.
Resistance is futile.
The cooking show that we watch, MasterChef, they'll put people that don't like each other on the same team and make them cook stuff together as an elimination, and they have to tag each other out every 15 minutes, and it's like it turns into a mess.
Oh my god.
They need to do that with the builds.
I wouldn't mind. Have y'all ever watched Cutthroat Kitchen?
A little bit.
That would be one something like a challenge.
Yeah.
You gotta sit there and take away items that other people can use.
You can't use your right hand. Well,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read this out of context, and I already say that I'm 350 pounds. Reed, don't get much bigger. I saw that. I was like, bigger teams. Yeah, I think you know, they should do a special lug squad or something where you where the lugs vote on their top 5 builders, and they send them to California, and they have a little competition with brackets and stuff.
they could call it Lugo Masters.
There you go.
What'd you say? Yeah, Lugo Masters.
What Reed say?
What Reed said.
That's what Reed said.
Having a good time here.
Your basket has a Duplo toilet, 6 mini dolls, and a Bionicle lid.
Score.
Get to incorporate it in your build.
There you go.
If that's the case, my gut might get in the way, or a baby might pop out mid-show.
Oh my god. Well, cool. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shut it down now. It's like, you guys have any like closing thoughts or plans? Okay. Oh yeah, no. Here, let's do this before we go. Sorry if you left that quick. You should know me by now. You should have stayed. Okay. All right. So we got 3 episodes left. We got 4 teams. Let's go. Who's gone next week? Who's gone the week after? And who's in the finale? And who wins the finale? Go.
I think the Bros are gone and
Okay.
Boone wins.
So the Bros. Okay.
Yeah, I think the Bros are going to be gone next week, and I think Tyler and Amy win.
Okay. No, but we're missing a week. You guys forgot. There's 3 episodes left.
Well, I think it'll be the Bros, and then Ponytail will be gone, and then I think Tyler and Amy will win.
Versus Boone and Craig Shaft.
Crankshaft.
Okay. And how do you feel about that there, Joey?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I think Boone's going to win, and the Bros are next. So fill in the blanks in between.
You don't really care. Okay.
Yes, it's late.
So Bama, you've picking Tyler and Amy to go against Boone. Joey is just kicking off Jason, not Jason. You're kicking off Aaron and Christian next week.
Yeah.
You don't care what happens the next week. And Boone and Crankshaft are going to beat whoever is in the finale.
Yeah.
DJ?
I think Tyler and Amy are going to win,
Okay.
partly
Now,
because of what was mentioned this episode.
can you follow directions? And tell me
Oh yeah, I should
I
follow
couldn't.
directions.
No,
I think
Boone hangs on to the golden brick to the final episode when it's Boone and Mark versus Tyler and Amy, and then they can't be eliminated for the final.
that's bull crap. That ain't going to happen.
I don't
Sorry,
think that's
DJ. What?
no, I think Aaron and Christian are going to be eliminated next, and then Sam and Jessica, and Tyler and Amy win, despite my earlier prediction.
Of course. Always. Now, Jason's trying to
And then playing.
reality TV into this. Take that out, Jason. We're not
I'm honestly okay. So I would like to see Boone and Mark win,
okay.
but I think B4C might be on to something, and I'm gonna say Sam and Jessica win the whole thing.
Oh,
Wow.
Plot thing.
Like they have definitely been turning it around since
Yeah,
the earlier
they-
episodes.
but they've, dark horse from early on. Okay, so I don't have an opinion about it. No, I do.
Right.
Next week, Sam and Jessica are going home.
Mm.
And then Aaron and Christian are going home the next week. And then I'm rooting for Boone and Crankshaft, but Tyler and Amy are going to win.
There it is.
There it is. I like it. Everybody popped off in the chat. I love it. Thank you very much for putting that in there. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it.
If Boone wins, it's basically Fox giving money to Beyond the Brick.
Who said that?
Carlsvik.
Nice. Good work, sir. Good work. I'm glad you figured that one out. Hey, ooh, what? Hey.
Hey,
Hey,
As a community, what would we think about Beyond the Brick having a spin-off show? Because
called
Boone
Pink
was
Bucket
on it.
Nation.
What would we think about that?
be great.
What did Jason say?
I said that they have a spinoff show called Pink Bucket Nation.
Hey, we'll get there. Season two, folks. Season 2. We'll get there. All right. I guess from all of us here at the Pink Bucket Nation, to all of you at home, remember, you gotta love
Those bricks.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.